Alrighty, looks like we're live here. See if we can get anybody in here. Should be a pretty good one. Probably worth the price of admission because I typically prep for a live stream, but I definitely didn't prep for this one. Don't have any notes. Just gonna have some fun on here tonight. Looks like it's popping up. Notifications should be going out. So see how this one goes. Like I said, no prep work for this one. This is probably like the first live that I've ever done where, it was a spur of the moment type deal. Just trying to get some things in order for this spring. Looks like last year I'd sold my truck. I had a red Chevy 3/4 ton that we were using during cleanup season. Now, one truck is fine for me, just when I'm out doing lawn care. But when we do our cleanup spring and fall, I need to have two trucks basically, because what we did in the fall this last season when I didn't have the red truck was we'd go around, we'd suck everything up, dump it curbside, and then we'd have to go back, drop my mowers off, and then we'd dump or hook up the dump trailer rather, and then drive the route again. So it was really a kind of a tough fall cleanup season for us. So I'm really trying to avoid that for this year, and hopefully we can get a hold of another truck. But we really need to. I've been in my community tab, I've been asking questions about trucks. So if you guys have, input, it looks like, used trucks are really tough right now, really tough to find for a reasonable price, I should say. It's just something it just almost doesn't make sense to me. Like, these trucks are $10,000 over what they should be, probably. So I feel like if you can go buy a new one at MSRP, it's not going to be quite as bad. So let's see here. I had somebody in here. Hopefully you can hear me. Typically don't do this with the microphone. Let me see here. I'm going to pull these out. All right, hopefully that works. We're going to change it up. Sorry if you couldn't hear me. I don't see the bars on the side to let me know how my volume is, but sorry about that. So yeah, we're just really trying to weigh our options out here, new or used truck for this season. So if you're watching this after the live stream, there was no notification for it. So if you would drop a comment, let me know if you'd go new or used. I'm leaning towards new right now. It's just going to be too big of a hit, I feel like, to go and buy a used one right now. So drop a comment down below. Sure to hit the thumbs up button for me, guys. Let me know if you liked the video. Feel like my audience isn't really the greatest about doing that, but that really helps us out in the algorithms if you hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment. I've been doing this for well over a year now. I think we have 140 some videos out here on YouTube, and we really need to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's really been a goal of mine, and I hope that you guys watching will help me reach that. If you're not subscribed, typically don't like to drag on about subscribers, but it's just been a tough year. Honestly, I lay in bed at night, just kind of wondering what I could do better for you guys. I have quite a bit of experience from even before I started my own business. I feel like there's some things I can pass on. I don't know if there's I don't want to beat the same dead horse, right? It's just like all these YouTube guys, are out there, and they're just basically talking about the same stuff. And I just want to try to, make my stuff unique, right? We're all unique individual human beings. So, I mean, it's always fun to hear someone else's opinion, right? But it just seems like the same topics over and over and over again. So, we're going to try hard this year. I'm not going to go down without a fight. I was in high school wrestling, and so I have a really good competitive background, and I just don't quit even when I'm on my back. So, or pushed up against the wall. It's just like, it's that little bit of fight in me. And so we're going to do our best for you guys this year, but it does weigh on me a little bit inside, just trying to get there. We're trying to stay strong, and I can't make you guys like me. So I'm just on here doing my best. But next topic I think we'll talk about, is my green lawn test. There you go. Somebody's in here. So are we getting a new truck this year, my green lawn? That's kind of what I was talking about when I first started this. We, the wife and I are debating on, my wife works with me. If there's anybody else in here, I know my green lawn knows that, but we are trying to, figure out if new or used is the best option right now. And we definitely need that second truck. So, it's just beating me up. I can't make up my mind. And I was hoping that maybe somebody would come on here and help me out. It looks like we're looking at, 3 to 6 months wait on something new. If you get used, you obviously pay for it, right? There's just no way of getting around it. That's why these used trucks are so much, because you have to wait for new ones to be made. That's literally the only problem. There's too many dollars chasing too few of goods, basically. Supply and demand, right? So we're just trying to get some things figured out. That's really why I came on here. Wasn't planning this, like I said, but hopefully I get some insight. Been making some headway, though. We've been getting some marketing done for this spring. Really starting to push the envelope on that, and, getting things rolling for this year. Now is the time for sure. Although customers like to wait till the last minute, which is kind of a bummer. It's like, I don't know how much fertilizer I need to order, because nobody's thinking about fertilizer far enough ahead. That's why things are the way that they are. We can't plan ahead these days. I think the faster you can realize that you need to plan ahead, the better off you are, the more successful you're going to be if you're running a business. I put a post out on the Toro Xmark page, the Facebook page, asking about mower blades. And, I got stuff all over the board, but it doesn't even sound like too many people buy ahead and buy in bulk and that type of thing. And there's a few that do, but it's super important that we're planning ahead, guys. Like, that's super crucial if you want to save money. It's all about supporting local, right? I do my best here to try to support local, but we need to be, planning ahead still for those big items that when you can save by ordering in bulk, it's just a must. Doesn't look like we got any more comments. I thought my green lawn would comment back there. He dropped a test. It's funny. I can hide that now. But I'm wishing everybody a happy weekend. Hopefully everybody has a good weekend here coming up. I just wanted to make a quick announcement. Should have done this at the beginning. But yeah, only you watching. It says we're supposed to get some rain and snow this weekend, so that can be kind of brutal up here. I bet you're itching to try out that new snowblower some more, huh? I know you've been out with it. I mean, you've gotten a chance to use it, obviously, but wet snow isn't fun to snowblow though. So, oh, I totally lost where I was before that. So we're in big trouble. I can only focus on one thing at a time. Pretty sure I wrapped up my mower blades, but yeah. Oh, the announcement. So we're going to be going to, let's see here. I think Thursday and Sundays, we're going to try to post videos at 5 o'clock. We're going to start doing, regular videos, trying to dial things in that way. I don't know, maybe My Green Lawn, if you're on, I don't know, I haven't caught on if you have a pattern or not, but I feel like maybe switching to some kind of a pattern for, posting videos will help, boost things along a little bit better. I don't know how all the YouTube algorithm stuff works exactly. I've been trying to figure it all out and actually watching videos that YouTube has made out front to help us, out as YouTubers. So we shall see if sticking to a specific time and dedicating, say 5 o'clock on a Thursday and a 5 o'clock on a Sunday. I'm hoping that will gain some traction. And I don't know, 3 videos a week versus 2. I had been doing 2, but that takes, oh man, 3 videos takes a lot of time compared to 2. And you got to think a couple of hours to shoot a video, maybe a couple of hours to edit it. It all adds up. So you're looking at basically a minimum of 4 hours to produce a decent YouTube video. Now I can make a short pretty quick, but yeah, it's tough when you're trying to make it on YouTube. Just a tough world. See here, still only one. I see sometimes every once in a while here we're getting somebody else that's dropping on here, but oh my goodness. Like I said, I didn't prepare for this one. It's kind of tough sometimes, but sometimes 12 hours for me. Yeah, but you're a little bit better on the editing side than I am. I probably could do a little bit better. I don't know if I should admit that or not, but sometimes I feel like when I'm out actually working, and I don't know, you do it as more of a hobby, but quite honestly, like when I'm out working, I'm just really trying to get my stuff done. And I feel like if I had like a dedicated spot in the day, I could take a little bit more time and actually, focus on producing a little bit better content. So, Omega Iceman cometh. Aloha. I wish I could help, but with thief in chief in office, it's hard. Yeah, that's amen to that. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. It's just I don't know how our economy went so bad so fast. It's just crazy. It's just hard with prices the way that they are really to run a good business. I mean, I feel bad, cranking up the price on people this year for lawn care. I think we're just going to shoot up probably likely 15% on prices this year for our customers, because I'm hoping that that'll help so I can keep my prices the same for at least a couple of years. I don't like doing it every year, but it's something that I get so distracted. That is so funny though. Don't say anything, they'll stealth you. Yeah, that's true. They will. I'll be gone. Blades LLC will be gone after this live stream. So maybe then some of my problems will go away, but that's actually really funny. I don't think I've seen you on here before. Where are you watching from? Omega. That is an awesome channel name, by the way. Omega Iceman Cometh. See if he says something. Or she, I guess. Then it would be Ice Woman. Iceman. Only making assumptions there. All these spontaneous live streams are always fun. Show an American flag and people will know. There you go. That's right. Support the red, white, and blue. I think if I could go back and change some things like with my company, I'd be rocking red, white, and blue. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? I'm shocked more people don't do that. Do any of you guys know of like a YouTuber that cuts grass and rocks the red, white, and blue? Those are sick colors. Oh. What's the farthest I drive for a lawn? Well, this year, probably no further than 25 minutes. Last year, I drove 50 minutes, but I was taking a whole day in that town. So we had like some apartment complexes and stuff. So, and the money's a lot better in that part of my state. So like here, I'm kind of on like a line where people are cheapskates. So if I travel a little bit, I can get closer to the Twin Cities metro area where I can get into some better money. So sometimes it's actually worth it for me to drive that. But this year, I think we're going to have enough decent paying work in my area. So we won't have to travel, obviously, 40 or 50 minutes. We're going to be tightening things up to 25, I think, this year. So that's a great question, though. If you guys have questions like that, please drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. Makes the live stream a little more fun, too, when I don't have to talk to myself. Omega Iceman Cometh. I'm in Hawaii. I like the original Marvel Iceman, not the new SJW gay one. In Hawaii, you guys cut grass out there? That's wild. Landscape? I bet you there's some landscaping projects to be done out there, except everything probably costs a ton of money. Like your market's way different than mine. Kepner Films, what's happening? We're just hanging out here. You probably see the title. We're kind of talking about new versus used trucks, I guess, tonight. It just doesn't make sense for me to buy a used one, I don't think, right now. I don't know if it does for anybody. They're, quite frankly, super overpriced. So I don't know if you guys have thoughts or comments in regards to new versus used vehicles right now. I'd like to hear them. What would you buy? Leave it in the comments here so I can read. New or used? 3/4 ton trucks is specifically kind of what I'm talking about. I'd like to stick to GM. We have a GM dealer here in town, which makes things nice. So I'd probably go Chevy or GMC. Ford, I think we have a Ford dealership not terribly far too. And I know they make a pretty good line of work trucks. But like I said, it's just hard to beat Chevy when they're right in town. So 3/4 ton trucks, new or used? Hopefully Chevy. I don't know. Whatever I can really find a good deal on. I don't think we're going to be purchasing a Ram. But yeah, I'd go Chevy or Ford. Chevy first, Ford second, and if I really found a smoking deal on a Ram, I maybe would, but Oh boy. Let's see here. They're adding over sticker price. It's crazy. It is. It is. So I actually called and talked to a couple of dealers around here. And the couple of dealers said that if you order them, you don't get hit with that. They're selling them at MSRP. So that's what I was told today when I talked. Yeah, I think we're going to go gas too, just so you guys know if that makes a difference or not. Diesels hold their value really nice. That's the one thing, but it seems like everything does right now. Just got, ooh, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. That's, wow. Wow. Get a sip of water here. And Green Up Lawn Care, by the way, welcome in here. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Why not a 7.3? That is a big mammoth motor right there. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure that we're going to order a new one just so we're not paying crazy over the top. Like used trucks around here, my old truck that I had a 2002 2500 heavy duty truck, and I think I sold it for $4,000 a little over a year ago. And I think if I would have hung on to that thing, I probably could have got, I don't know, 8 to 10 maybe. So that was a terrible decision on my part, but it had 283 or 86,000 miles or something on it. It was a 6-liter gas. So it was yeah, it was getting up there. Let's see here. Oh. The 6.2 I've noticed is terrible for mileage. I think so. That's kind of like Chevy 6-liter versus the big block. It was like the mileage just was terrible. You might as well have had the extra horsepower for what you're getting in fuel. So yeah, them big Godzilla Ford motors are pretty sweet though. I heard they got a ton of horsepower. 6.2 is a solid motor, not saying others are not, just based upon what I have experience with. Yeah. Hey, the 6.2, I mean, they all make pretty good gas motors now, though. I think even Dodge's newer one is fairly decent. New is better, used is too expensive now. That's kind of what I thought. And I was really hoping that some of you guys would jump on here and give me some input. So I'm very gracious for the input. I don't want to be, I just felt like I was going nuts. And when I have a whole YouTube audience, why not just ask them, right? Solid as a rock. Yep. 8.9 in town. Yikes. Empty. Wow. That's not very good on the mileage. My 6-liter Vortec does a little better than that. And that's kind of a dud on fuel. Like that 6-liter Chevy, that thing is not the most fuel efficient motor, but hey, it's rock solid. Like Green Up Lawn Care says, hands down favorite for lifespan. Dude, rock solid, right? I've seen more high mileage 6-liter GM motors than pretty much any other brand, I think. Except for like, oh man. Yeah, some of these newer Fords I've been seeing have been putting some serious miles on though. And they still want almost new price for them. 6.0 diesel is getting 14 to 18 in town, 23 highway. That's pretty good. Yeah, 8.9. You might want to get that checked out. But make sure you're going when you're checking your gas mileage and doing it at the pump. Just the truck can be seriously off. I've seen them off by a couple miles to the gallon before. Mine's actually been off by a couple miles to the gallon. The digital dash readout compared to what it actually does. Yeah, it's been off before, so definitely check them at the pump. I'm not going to go through that math equation. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, you can figure it out. It's not too terrible hard. Just find a consistent way of doing it. It's fun watching some of the truck review guys that do check miles, like when they're pulling and stuff. I can't remember the guy's channel that does it, but man, they're really in depth and check miles, pulling trailers, and doing all sorts of cool stuff. Been watching tons of YouTube videos with trucks, so it's been fun. What type of Chevy, a 25 or a 3500? So what I've been looking at is the 2500 heavy duty, the custom. They're like a step below the LT, but they're a step above the work truck. So we'd order a brand new one of those. And the only thing that I think I would do to it would be to do the plow prep package or whatever that is. Like, I think it's a heavy duty battery and a beefed up alternator or something like that. Looking to take on more projects this year, not as much grass cutting, driving all around with these fuel costs. On that, yeah, no kidding, right? It's terrible. It's going to be tough this year. It's going to be tough with gas. I'm going to put in my contracts that we're sending out here soon, we're going to put a gas clause in there. So if gas goes over $4 a gallon, their price is going up. I'm, pretty confident we'll be set until about $4, and then it hit me pretty good. So yeah, just sold my 6.0. Couldn't afford the upkeep. I did get solid use out of it though. Had 295. Wow. And I bet you got a pretty good chunk of change for that. So yeah, I wish I had something to trade in, because then you can take advantage of a good trade-in price. But I'm not getting rid of our minivan, and we need 2 trucks. So I'm not going to get rid of the truck that I got a good deal on. I think we paid like 17 grand for the truck that you see in my videos. And that truck had right around 160 on it. And it's in pretty good shape, like no rust on the wheel wells or rocker panels or anything. So it's a pretty nice truck, honestly. I'm very happy with it. What's your gas prices? $3.90 for gas, $4.89 for diesel, was $3.60 for gas, and $4.40 diesel last week. Okay, yeah, gas here is around $3.60 right now. Diesel, I could not tell you. I actually haven't paid attention to diesel. We don't have any equipment that runs it, so I guess I just don't really watch for diesel. But yeah, gas is $3.60, but I'm sure within the next month or two here it'll be touching $4. So pretty sketchy. Looks like you'll probably get to $4 probably in the next week or two. 2-cycle oil is getting hard to get. What type of 2-cycle are you buying? Just anything? Or like a specific brand? To bust my butt and work smart this year, I have to keep these shepherds well fed. So Come dog food. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you probably want to feed those. They can be pretty crazy. Echo Red Armor. Is that pretty good oil? I don't know. We pretty much only run like the steel oil, but I used to run a Red Max oil that I liked, but steel oil. It's from what I've seen around here, the oil shelves are pretty well stocked. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about too much of that, but hopefully something doesn't come up. We have quite a few AMSOIL dealers around here, and I really like to use AMSOIL. So actually, now that my warranty's up on like our steel equipment and our, trimmers and whatnot, because you're pretty much supposed to use Steel's oil, while they're under warranty. So I'm going to be switching off now that they're not on it, and I prefer to use AMSOIL. So we're gonna try some different oils this summer. So maybe that's something I'll do a video on. Is if there's a noticeable difference with the steel oil versus the AMSOIL or whatever. Be kind of cool to do some comparisons. But the steel, we had some issues with buildup. Yeah, I have too with my trimmers. It doesn't. I've heard now, if you're not running them wide open, that is pretty common, because like that oil was, I guess, designed for chainsaws, right? Which their chainsaws are phenomenal. Steel chainsaws are pretty much top of the line, and like you're pretty much running them things wide open. So I think that's kind of why that oil is the way it is, because it's designed to go in their saws. But yeah, we haven't had any major issues, but the buildup on that spark arrestor gets pretty wicked sometimes if you're not really pegging it out, especially on a hot day, a hot, humid day. Let's see here. 415 for gas, 489 for diesel, Central Pennsylvania. Wow. You guys, I jump. Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh man, like sometimes I'm guilty of it, but for the most part, like I was always taught, you don't want to just be on those things. Just open them up and let them eat. That's what they're designed to do. That's right. Yeah, I feel like you get such a crappy job, if I'm just being blunt, if you're not running them things just ripping, because that's how they're pretty much designed to be ran like that. What type of line are you guys running on your whips? Like to know that. Leave it in the comments. I got a roll of Echo line that I like, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't switch to something else if somebody else, has had luck with, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the name of it. And there's like, I can't remember if Husqvarna makes a pretty sweet line, or Steel. Half throttle. Yeah, me too. Especially when you're trying to teach somebody, it's like, just let the thing eat. Wide open, man. Wide open. I think it's because, like, I don't know if you guys run guards off your trimmers. We take our guards off our trimmers. And I think for somebody new to it that's not used to getting whipped with rocks and sand and that type of stuff, we're in like really sandy soil here. So like when you take the guards off, you really get hit with that sand and it really hurts. But honestly, after like probably like a week of it, you kind of become like almost immune to it. It just doesn't really affect you. So kind of like back in my welding days when you're dropping, berries on yourself and sparks are burning holes through your jacket or your hoodie or whatever you're welding, and you just kind of get used to that feeling. It's kind of the same with the rocks and the trimmers. So just tell them to hold it wide open, and the pain it'll get better. It'll get better. So I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying that too. YouTube is kind of they're kind of sticklers, so hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying stuff like that. But what's going on this weekend, everybody? I want to know, got something fun planned for the weekend? Drop it in the comments. I'm on here to interact with you guys, so got something fun to do. Can't always talk about work, right? Tell my guys when I buy lunch, they eat wide open. I'm buying the gas and oil for the. Yeah, right. That's it. That is it. Oh yeah, I suppose. It does. They do help, right? The guard is obviously there for a reason, but yeah, I just can't do it with a guard on. I cannot trim with my guard on. So yeah. Yeah, you got some dogs we can feed them to, so. Oh, that's awesome. It cracks me up. Man, you guys sure do know how to lighten the mood, that's for sure. Going fishing tomorrow and running the dogs beforehand. That sounds like fun. Yeah, it's going to be raining tomorrow here, supposedly. So not going to be the best day for fishing, but fishing sounds fun. Like if I had my choice, that's what I'd be doing. Ooh, that's a good one. Any new mowers this year? Well, probably not any big ones. We're thinking about getting a 30-inch push mower or some form of a walk behind that would fit through a fence, because we actually do have some properties with some fences. So I'd like to nip that in the bud, and hopefully we can cut some time off the route with a bigger, something bigger than, I can't remember what the Honda is, a 21 or a 22 or something like that. It's just kind of a tiny deck. The mower's awesome, but yeah, we got to replace that with at least a 30-inch mower. So if you guys have had luck with something that fits through gates, let me know, because I got a few $1,000s budgeted for a mower if we need to, make that move. So what about you guys, getting any new mowers? Got the Z Master 4000 Toro with the 60-inch deck. The 31 HP has 95 hours on it now, so new, but it's a beast. Not new, but it's a beast. There you go. Dude, that's a sweet mower. Does that have like the electric deck lift on it? 4,000, I think. Some of them do, at least. But yeah, those are sweet. Probably got the big Voodoo. Toro HDX30 is a tank. I heard that too. I think back in the day, I ran the equivalent to that Xmark makes. And yeah, that thing was like a brick, honestly. Push mowing hills with that thing was a headache. It just did not pull its weight even. So I'm pretty sure we had like some consistent issues with the drive. So I'm not sure they got that figured out yet or what. But man, that was like 6 years ago, and it didn't seem to last very long, and it was kind of a tank. So back when I was cutting for somebody else, not myself. Yes. Won it for free from Toro. What on earth? How'd you do that? I want one. That's awesome. Congrats on winning the mower, dude. Like I said, I wish. the Toro is fixed as far as issues with the 30. So yeah, hopefully we can get something like that though. Like I said, got a couple thousand budgeted for it this year, so hopefully we can get into something like that. We do not have a skeg dealer. I mean, I guess kinda. I think there's one about 30 minutes from where I'm at here. So I don't know if it would pay or not, but I do know Skeg does have that new 32. So that'd be kind of a decent mower. If that's the one you're talking about, maybe there's something else, but Lawn Care Rookie has one, old LCR. I'll have to check that out. I know they're big Toro guys. I think that's probably actually the reason why I bought the grandstand. Well, more so the bagger for the grandstand, which I don't have anymore, but don't get the Skeg 30. So some friends of mine actually have a Skeg walk behind. I think it's a 40-something inch deck. Man, that sucker stripes like it's probably the only mower that can compete with the striping game on an X-Mark or a Toro, I guess. What on earth? No way, that's cool. Get a Toro or an X-Mark. Skeg 30 is like over 225 pounds. What? Excuse me. Holy cow, that's crazy. 225-pound push mower? Wow. No thanks. Yeah, probably not. I wonder how much the Toro weighs though. It's got to be pretty close. Probably a couple hundred. Thing has a huge, like, the metal on them decks is like insanely thick for what you'd think. I'll have to check out that. I'm going to check out the weight of that Toro though, I think, because before I buy it, and we'll see. There's a Time Master, and what's the other one? Time Cutter? No, that doesn't sound right. Turf Master, that's what it is. It's a Turf Master. 150 or 160, I think. Not fully sure on the Toro. Yeah. I should, if I had my phone sitting here, I'd look it up quick, but I don't. So yeah, I'm guessing like probably halfway through the year, if the smaller Honda mower gets to me, I'll probably end up purchasing a bigger push mower. So that's all good stuff to know. I hope that we do get those yards back because they're good. So you guys will be seeing that here in the near future. Well, probably into the mowing season actually, but yeah, we'll be getting a different mower hopefully. Probably have to order that too. I don't know. Like Toro mowers are like insanely backed up right now, so I don't know. I might have to order that like this spring, and it probably won't come till the summer. So you guys know how everything's working out right now. So yikes. Ground speed of 4. 173 is the Toro Turf Master. I don't know if it would pay to go to the lighter Toro 30, if that thing would hold up or not. Not entirely sure. Not the smaller deck, but the Time Master or the Time Master, yeah. Can't keep them things straight. Toro names everything like the same. Everything's like a master. Like my Spray Master, my Z Master. The only thing that I can keep straight is the grandstand, basically. They're all like something master. But hey, they kind of live up to their name, I guess. They kind of are the master of the mowers, I think. Hopefully my wife's not listening. I think she just cracked up laughing, and I hope it wasn't at me. It probably was, though. Oh, good grief. Who's getting new mowers this year? Let me know. Best option on a 30, the Toro Turf Master with the Kohler. Well, that's what we'll do then. Do they make one with a Kawasaki? I guess I don't really have any beef on Kohlers, but all of my mowers are Cowies, but doesn't mean they're the best. I'm not a super biased guy, I guess I could say. Oh, okay. That's awesome. My kid's causing trouble. Yes, but not as much power. Okay. So Kohlers probably have a little bit more for what they are. Is that kind of what you guys are saying? Like, it seems like they are a little bit better on power. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've really had good luck with Kawasaki's. Pretty easy to work on. Not that the Kohler isn't, but I'm just a little bit more familiar with the Kawasaki engines, and kind of like I am with GM trucks. Just you kind of learn something, and then it's almost like a fear of getting away from it. But that, I guess, on a push mower, the Kohler wouldn't scare me. So Green Up Lawn Care. Not a huge fan of Kohler either. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know if I'm completely against them or not, but I just prefer the Cowies. So okay, yeah, that's good. Good call. Good call. That's good to know. So do any of you guys do cleanups, I guess? Like, well, specifically spring cleanups. Dethatch. We dethatch pretty much almost on all of our cleanups in the spring. Sometimes in the fall I do too. Especially if we get like a snow and then I have to go back out and do a cleanup, I almost have to always run the rake to get some of that those packed leaves up. But I don't really care what brand, more for looks of the mower. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I trust you guys for sure. There seems to be like trends, right? Like you can kind of pin down what works and what doesn't. Like I put polls out on the community tab. Obviously, I'm sure some of you guys have seen them, but it's like I've known like which work truck would probably win, over and kind of how that all would play out. I've heard, certain things with companies running all three, truck brands, not to go back to the trucks again, but you can tell by how many vehicles you see in a fleet. If you're seeing mostly Ford, you see a ton of Ford work vehicles. See an average amount of Chevys. I don't see a ton of Dodges up here. So you kind of just know like what's working and what doesn't. And like around here, I would say we see more mowers with Kawasaki's and stuff. So I don't know if it's just an area thing or if it's like a preference thing, but you just kind of know. The Boss XT, Oh my goodness. The Boss XT, that thing is sweet. Like, I want one for my truck. I ran one DXT on a truck back in the day, and like I don't even know how I plow with my straight blade on my truck after doing that. Like honestly, the XT is a phenomenal plow, and I'm definitely going to be at least making an attempt to put one on the new truck. So we won't be going with any more straight blades. So yeah, we do major spring cleanups here. Deck, so whatever it takes. Yeah, spring cleanups though. I was thinking about getting a push cart, like I don't know what you call them, like a billy goat blower that you would be on a cart. You know, you've probably seen the ride-on ones. But yeah, I was gonna look into doing that this year too. So I'm not really entirely sure if we should purchase a blower first or if we should purchase the mower or if I should just say forget the push blower. I don't know. The ride-on ones are not unreasonably priced, I guess. You could go that route, but if any of you guys have had luck with like those push blowers, like I think Little Wonder makes some, Billy Goat makes some, might be some other brands, but it's just so tough with prices on things and trying to know when to buy them, when to not. And that's really why I came on here tonight, guys. If you missed the first part of the conversation, I mean, you didn't miss much, but I just talked about kind of the predicament of where we're at with purchasing things. And then like my wife and I work together. So we're trying to figure out, you know, she has a job at the bank and we're just trying to figure out if we want to knock her back a few days and just keep her there and work with me part-time, or if we want to work her full-time with me. I don't know what makes the most sense right now. We're just trying to figure that out, but I like working with her, so it's going to be tough. Buy a mower with a bagger first. Yeah, I do. I do have the Z Master has a big triple bagger on it, so yeah, we blow everything out, and yeah, we got that. So it works good. It works good. The X Mark deck is better with leaves, but I've had better luck with those. Toro's got that goofy shoot deal that you can adjust the baffle or whatever, A, B, and C, and I think that kind of gets in the way. So we got rid of the bagger off the grandstand. That thing was just not working out. And JR cart to the front of the mower, put an 18 HP blower on it. Oh, that's cool. That's a good option. I'll have to look into that. I think I can go down. I'm pretty sure JRCO is like actually in Minnesota. I could be wrong. That could be a whole nother company, but yeah, we have two mowers. Still have two mowers, the grandstand and the Z Master. And like I said, the bagger on the grandstand went away because it was only like a 8-bushel bagger. So it was just like you're dumping more than it was worth. Like I'd just as soon have a catch basket on the side of my mower just for little things. It's not like, I mean, you could buy 2 catch baskets for the side of a mower for basically probably around $1,000, and the bagger for the Toro was like over $3,000. So yeah, that is a really good option though. I've seen that, and I think like even the tube will swivel so you can like adjust it if I'm thinking of the right one. At least I know there's somebody that makes one that like it's got like a remote swivel so you can adjust where the air is blowing to. But on the grandstand, man, that'd be sweet. That is an excellent call. See, that's why I come on here. You guys have the best advice. You know what works. I'm just on here trying things out, right? I mean, I know what works for the most part, but can I afford it all the time? It's especially not now. You got to come up with what works for you at the time, and I think something like that would work out really good though, especially with a year where we're going to have to purchase other things. So that is an excellent recommendation. Drake, you still on here? Plowing snow? Zero turn. Okay. Talking about an attachment where you can attach behind blower to a zero turn. Yeah. Okay. I'll take a look at that though. Yeah, somebody makes one that mounts on the front of it. I guess that's kind of what I was thinking of. Sorry, I missed the cart part. So then you don't have to push it. I'm a welder. I guess I could probably figure that out. Let's win the lottery. Yeah, no kidding, right? That's about what you need to run a lawn care business these days. Prices especially. But yeah, I think I've seen those carts now too, now that you mention it. I just had to put two and two together up in the old thinker up there. So that's a good idea though. I'll go check that out. If you think that would work out good. I was kind of thinking about that 18 horsepower range. I think they make some bigger ones too. I mean, it'd be better for in the fall, but in the spring, we have some people here that don't do like fall cleanups. They just do a spring one, or vice versa. Some just do fall, some don't do spring. But I think for the most part, people like when I just come through and dethatch everything and suck it all up. When you start putting fertilizer down, people in my area starting to put down fert. What on earth? Oh no, we still got probably a foot of snow on the ground. Usually it goes down in April, like mid-April for me, mid to the end. It just basically depends on the ground temp. But that's really cool. Like, yeah, I suppose you guys are starting with like pre-emergent, I'm sure. So that's cool though. It's fun. I'm starting to see some stuff on Instagram now where guys are getting out and doing lawn care, and it kind of makes me a little bit jealous if I'm being honest. I'd like to be out. Oh, supposed to be 73 tomorrow. Oh, yikes. I see -5 in the near future here, so it's not looking so hot for us Minnesota boys. Soil temp gets to 55. My green lawn checking back in. Yeah, 55 is good. Probably want to get to it slightly before that. I typically do it at 52 to 53 degrees is when I put down my pre-emergence for my customers. Because I think at 55-degree ground temp or slightly after is when the weeds start to germinate. So I typically like to do it just a few days in advance. I don't know. I don't think that hurts anything, but that's kind of how the pre-emergent game works. And that's really the start to everything. Like after that, then I just basically roll into my weed control applications and stuff. So yeah, it seems like if you can beat it by a few degrees with the pre-emergent, it's a little bit, I feel like it's better to be safe rather than sorry. I don't know. That's what the U of M has kind of a neat like recommendations page too. So, yeah, you can go on there and get a pretty good judgment as to when to do certain things like in the state. And I don't know. I think Wisconsin has something like that too, but you must be from Northern MN. Kind of. I'm about an hour north of the Twin Cities. So yeah. Where are you from? Seems like our state is like down south. I know they're like going to be in the like 40s tomorrow. So that's going to be pretty nice for Minnesota. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm itching to get out on the grass, guys. Like the snow can just kind of go away at this point. Southern Gamer Farm says Southern Minnesota. You don't mind me asking, whereabouts down there? Are you down by like Rochester or Western Minnesota? Southwest, Southeast? Drake from Columbus. Yeah, that's right. Columbus. Kind of a. How was your guys' plowing season this year? I imagine it's pretty much over with now, but was it good out there, Drake? You guys have some fun, get some business. I do like it here in Minnesota, though. For those of you that are wondering, I mean it's a brutal state to live in, but it's really fun. It's really fun to have all the seasons and stuff here. So yeah, just north of Rochester. So yeah, I was talking to somebody on Facebook actually from just on the south side of Rochester. So it's kind of cool to see like all you guys from Minnesota on here, and My Green Lawn is from Minnesota. And don't feel offended if you're not from Minnesota, because I care about each and every one of you guys on here, and it's so much fun. Like if I was just talking to Minnesota guys, it wouldn't be quite as fun, but it's always fun to hear how like different people do things across the country, like what works for certain people. It's like life would be pretty boring if there was like just one state on here. It wouldn't be quite as fun. So let me know where you're from, who's watching. If you haven't dropped a comment yet, let me know, and we'll say hi. Gonna be wrapping things up here probably in a few minutes. We got a few more minutes yet. My wife worked all day, so I should probably spend some time with her, but it's over. Only pushed 4 times. Might be getting out of the plow biz. Doesn't snow enough, but I like plowing 2 years ago. Pushed 1 time. Wow. Yeah, I suppose it's hard. Like if you have a plow on the front of your truck, it's probably pretty hard to justify the cost of that, right? When you're only pushing that many times. So, I mean, not that you can't go out and, make hay while the sun shines, but it's just tough, The equipment to run a lawn care, snow removal business is just, the cost is really high. So when you have stuff like that sitting for a long period of time, it's pretty tough. It's kind of like my Billy Goat. I mean, like that thing was kind of hard to justify. Like you only use it, the debris loader I'm talking about. You only use it like 2 months out of the year, and then it just sits. So it's a pretty tough deal if you guys, have stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, what else can you do with it? Is there any other type of jobs that you could use it for when you're not doing cleanups? If you have any ideas, let me know, because I mean, it'd be nice to make the most of it all, but the plowing business, at least you can really, really make it if you do it right. Same with an aerator too. Yeah, right. I actually don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I sold my aerator. I had it for a short period of time, and it was just such a scheduling nightmare with, trying to do a mowing route. We do fertilizing and then trying to schedule all that, get people to mark sprinkler heads. I had so many people committed to doing this aeration, right? Until they got an email saying that they had to mark their sprinkler heads. So not only that, but we had a kid around here that was just doing them for peanuts. So he took me out of business. I mean, that's really what it came down to, going on all the Facebook pages and advertising super cheap. It really hurts business when you're, trying to make a living doing it. So we sold the aerator, but oh man, that was hard on me because I really wanted to do that. It was pretty good money when I did it, and then getting out of it, yeah, it was a hard to sell, but we got our money back out of it, so that was good. And now I actually put some of that money back into the cool VXT that you guys see on the front of my four-wheeler. So that's kind of where that money went. I just typically reinvest. So I think that four-wheeler plow has kind of blown my mind, really. I didn't really expect it to work quite the way that it does. It's pretty effective on sidewalks. So sold my aerator. We'll buy another one sometime. Yeah, they're really coming along with those. Another thing that with the aerator in particular was my sprockets kept breaking. Like I kept losing teeth on them, or they'd get worn out. So Gamer Farms subscribed. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. If you're on here still, dude, that is awesome. Guys, go ahead and hey, hit that thumbs up button for me too while you're on here. That'd be greatly appreciated. I do driveways with the ATV. I do not do driveways. I do a couple drive-through lanes with it. I can actually drive it to a couple accounts here that I have in town. It's about between $500 and $600 worth of plowing, and it really only takes me like an hour to do with the ATV. So yeah, the ATV works so good in the drive-through lanes though, because my long box truck with the 8-foot plow, it's hard to maneuver in there because it kind of got to make like a sharp corner to get into them. So the ATV really kicks butt there. But I bet you I could plow some driveways faster with the ATV than I could with my truck. That'd be a fun video too. But yeah, the ATV, like I wish it was just a touch bigger than it is, but it works. Like it really does work. It's better than having a snowblower shovel all those driveways. And then, like I said, doing the drive-through lanes, it helps. It's really good money, honestly. Yeah, it's just because it's so maneuverable. It's like I don't know even how to explain it. It's just a night and day difference compared to using the truck. So yeah, it does good on the sidewalks though. We're going to keep it for that. I did ram it in a crack once though, and about took me over the handlebars. So you kind of got to be careful in that aspect. But big is the blade. The blade is 5'6" when it's straight across. So 66 inches. So it's pretty big. It's pretty heavy. It weighs like 245 pounds. Really smashes that thing down. But just alone having the V capabilities too, like being able to scoop, that's such a huge time saver. So we're going to be trying to find one for the new truck, hopefully. You cut your first yard today? Dude, that is sweet. And I'm still talking about snow. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys know, like the winter blues are like a real thing up here, and like I'm getting them really bad right now. So we gotta find some stuff to do outside. This has been like the most treacherous year in the past probably 8 to 10 years that I can remember, where it's just like it was almost never above zero, it seemed like. we would occasionally get one like super nice day, and then it would just plummet back below zero. I mean, it was nothing to. We were probably averaging like 0 degrees. Like we'd barely get above it sometimes during the day, but we were mostly always below it. Just crazy. First week of April is the first cut for you, huh? That's exciting. Oh man, I want to get out there. And you do cleanups too, Drake? Spring cleanups at all, or is that maybe what you're talking about? I'm looking forward to spring cleanups. I like doing dethatching. You guys probably can't see it up behind me here, but I have like my to-do list and stuff. Probably can't really read it, but I have building a new dethatcher for the Z Master on there. So we're going to be doing the Z Master dethatcher video, and we're going to be, if you've seen my other ones that I've built, they kind of had like some janky like gate caster wheels on them, but we're going to try to find some pneumatic ones and really up the game on the dethatcher. That thing worked really actually pretty good last year, so I'm going to build one for the new mower this year. So I guess it's not new anymore, but it was. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I definitely will, because that's like real stuff, guys. The winter, especially like being I kind of like a stay-at-home dad during the winter when I'm not plowing. So it's really tough. Like, I don't know. I think God just instilled a working, I don't know. We're just meant to work, men. I think they're just, if they're not, it's like almost depressing. So I'd like to be out, cutting grass right now if I could. Man, it's just the way I'd like to be doing things. But hey, it's fun, staying at home with the kid too. Sometimes I just wish it were nicer outside so we could do some fun things, go kick a ball around or something, But that is awesome. Thanks for putting that out there. Starting cleanups Monday. Dude, that's exciting. Drake, that is awesome. That is awesome. Monday's the day. But yeah, do you guys do typically dethatching with cleanups, or is that not like a thing out there in Ohio? I don't know. Don't see a lot of people doing it, but get a thick layer of thatch up here and it goes a long ways. Instagram, Green Up Lawn Care. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I follow you. Do you have me on Instagram? Should send some messages back and forth. You guys, feel free to. I don't know if I've really mentioned it before too, but we're on Facebook and Instagram, and I've been talking with people on Facebook, and yeah, it's just awesome to be able to talk to each and every one of you guys on like more of a personal level. It's been awesome. Really, that's what drives me to keep doing this whole YouTube thing. I'm not super successful at it by any means, but it's super fun to get to know, you guys are awesome. You guys are really awesome. Is everything we need, just at times we are blind to that. Yeah, we are. That's the truth of it too. Appreciate you dropping that on there. That does mean a lot. I have kind of a cool story in regards to that, and I have an old family friend that did lawn care kind of as a solo operation, and it it was really crazy because he had like the nicest property in town. Like, I'm sure if you've watched my videos, you've seen me work there. But it was really cool because, he just had retired from being a cop and did like the side hustle lawn care type deal. And he's getting out of the lawn care. So he's like, hey, you want this account or whatever. And I took on the account. And it just worked out. Like, it was just such a blessing because everything lined up so perfectly. It was just so, divine. The good Lord put everything into place for me to get this account. It's a huge account, and we're such a blessing to the people that, own the property. They're going through some tough stuff right now. And really, the property is so massive. It's so much to take care of. And they're not super young people. So it's just a lot of work, and they're pretty wealthy people. So they have like a handyman guy that comes to their house and works on things and fixes things for them too. And the guy got cancer. And so really, I've been able to make a good living at this place, working for these people. And it's just like, it's been a blessing on our end, and it's been a blessing on their end. And it just worked out so perfect. So it's been an amazing experience. And that's what really fuels my fire and keeps me working, every day, really, even through some days are super painful. The work just gets to be a lot. It's a super, obviously it's a lot of physical labor, right? And it's just to push through it. It feels so good. It feels so right. And it just keeps me going. So that's why I do this, guys. Not common in my area. Some companies I see doing it, but not a lot. Aeration is big. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it's the thing of it is I think it depends on the soil type, right? Like around here, we're like super sandy, so I think it makes a little bit more sense. Where you guys are probably in a darker, richer, maybe a more compact dirt. So aeration would definitely make more sense in that environment. So, oh, amen to that. Yeah, that's a yeah, amen to that. That's awesome. It's the 100% truth too. It's nice when things all just fall into place. Absolutely. Yeah, it seems like they do too. It seems like they do. If you have faith, it definitely means a lot. You know, you can see it. People say, I don't typically talk about this a lot, but people that don't have faith just don't understand that. And you can see them every day when you see the little things like that fall into place. So it's a pretty cool deal. It's Clay out in Columbus. Columbus is Clay. That'll be easy to remember. Yeah, definitely aeration in that case. And like we have we have places like that here just to the west of us. It gets really dark, really rich, and a lot of clay. So out there, we did a lot of aerations. I don't service that area anymore, but we definitely did. I'll have to check that out. Do you make videos regularly, or you? I guess I don't know. I mean, Green Up Lawn Care. Yeah, what's your first name too, by the way, if you wouldn't mind dropping that here? I like to get to know you guys. It's fun. Like I said, that's what keeps me going here. Good old lawn care community. Shaved my head and got some. I need to shave my head. It's getting too. I have a pretty thick head of hair, so it's nice when it all comes off. Brett, I'll have to make a note of that when I get off here so I remember. But yeah, definitely, Brett. Thanks, man. I'll go over and check out your Instagram too. If you guys have Instagrams, I wish I had my moderator on here. I could probably have somebody put the Instagram links on the page here, which would be kind of cool. But I didn't prepare for this one tonight, so I guess we don't have a moderator. So I'm responsible for any bad comments that come through, I guess. I suppose I could see if I could get. Oh no, that'd pull me off. I'm not going to do that just yet. But thank you guys so much for coming on here tonight. I just thought I'd jump on here and hang out and ask for some tips from you guys. Like, we're just trying to figure some things out here, trying to make some decisions and stuff. Thanks for coming on here, Drake. I appreciate it. It was awesome chatting with you. Always good to see you on here. So good luck mowing, and we'll see you next time, Drake. So, but yeah, for the rest of you guys that are on here, we're gonna be jumping off here shortly. But like I said, the community really helps me out, and it's awesome to see you guys on here. So go over, check out Facebook, Instagram. You guys can hit me up anytime. And honestly, you can probably find my phone number on here too. If any of you guys ever, like Brett was saying, if you guys ever need to talk about anything, that phone number's on there. It's really not a problem. If you hit me up, just tell me who you are, and I'd be happy to chat. So appreciate that. I can't wait for the next one, guys. Honestly, I had so much fun on here tonight for just being spontaneous. So I appreciate it. Go out there and get them. Have a blessed cleanup season, blessed mowing season, and hopefully we'll chat soon. You guys have an excellent night. I appreciate it.